I don't know who need to hear this, but baby, you are not behind. You right on time, actually. And let me tell you something. A lot of people that's around you can feel like they are soaring because they are trying to take shortcuts. That's not you. You are actually doing things the right way. You're doing things with righteousness in you. You still keeping your dignity at the end of the night. Okay? You still making sure that when people walk away from you, they can walk away still feeling fulfilled. You're not out here just trying to take from people. You're doing things by the grace of your heart. So you're not behind. You're right on time. And we're gonna get deep into these cards because I kept feeling like somebody needs to hear that. Okay. And let me tell you something. This is coming from somebody. I can resonate with this. I done a lot in my life when it comes to like modeling, when it comes to actually being in music videos for like top artists, when it comes to working with other just artists in the music industry as a writer, getting on stage. I could have been a lot further had I took those shortcuts, had I not done things the right way, had I wanted to keep respect for myself. Okay, if I did not want respect for myself, I didn't want to sleep at the end of the night because I was trying to chase something that was just right there available in my face. Ain't no telling where areas I probably wouldn't be on here doing what I love to do, which is speaking life into y'all. And I love tarot. Okay. But it showed me, and I don't regret it. I don't regret walking away from deals because I had to give myself, and y'all know what I mean. When it comes to this industry, when it comes to the entertainment industry, it's it's a wicked game. But I'm too spiritual for it. Too spiritual for it. When I tell you I have no desires in being a somebody no more, once I got deeper into my spirituality, because it's like I'm learning that with people when they're trying to become somebody, they lose so much of themselves in the process. And I always was that person where I was like, I'm not gonna lose myself. I don't care. I don't want it that bad. And I'm hearing some of you saying that I don't want it that bad. If it can't come by the harm to none, good of all, if it's not coming from God Himself, herself, y'all know me, herself, or the source, however you speak of universe, if it didn't come from that, you don't want it. You also could be somebody that's saying all money is not good money. Okay? That's why you and I'm also getting you have seen a lot of people get into these relationships and they are miserable, but they able to say, I got somebody. They're able to post these things on social media, assuming that they're happy. But when them cameras turn off, this person is disrespecting them, stepping out on them, not valuing them at all. But they want to settle for that because they want it that bad. They want that attention that bad. But I'm getting with you, you don't want it. No. You want it with intentions. You want it with purity. And that's why you always gonna be right on time. Because just as fast these people get to that destination that they think is all peaches and cream, trust me, they end up seeing and they regret every step that they had to take to get there. It's literally nothing left of them. But you're still so whole. You're still so whole. You could have been in a job opportunities where you're seeing people doing what they gotta do, stepping over people, or oh, let me tell y'all like a story. Okay, I used to be a waitress, right? And it was this girl. She used to like would steal your tables. I forgot what the term called in the serving industry with somebody like take your tables, like swipe your tables. And I'll be like, I was the new girl at the time and I didn't really want to say anything, but she was doing it and she was just making her money because she was doing things the wrong way. So one night she did it to me again. And I was like, listen, like I tell y'all, always be on my spiritual stuff. I had brought my crystals. I prayed so deep before I walked in there, and I said, "What's for me is for me," because she had been doing this for me to me for a while. And when she did it, that last table, she ran the tab up because it was on gratuity too. She ran the tab up. I don't know, but she was over there bragging about, oh yeah, she hit a lick. And I was just like, dang, because that was supposed to be my table. But tell me why that table walked out on her. She had to pay that. She had to pay their tab. So all the money that she took from stealing tables, being the mean girl to everybody, she eventually had to pay for that. And then my table, it was two people, it was a couple. I didn't know who they was, but I treat people, everybody, with just love and respect. And people just adore the mess out of me. That's just one thing that I've always had, and it really worked when I was in the serving industry. But I'm just sitting there talking to them, not even telling them what's going on. I'm just giving them my undivided attention because that was the table that I was left with. Because she kept taking the tables, and she was the known girl, and I was the new girl. So she had more say so with the owners. But I'm just chilling. I'm like, whatever's for me is for me. How about that table ended up leaving me $1,000? $1,000 because they was just like, it's something about you. Your spirit is just so beautiful. And I was so amazed. And I was just like, are you serious? And when I tell you the owner, the girl was batting their eyes at me like, and I was just like, blessings, okay. And let me tell you how they wanted to tip me in a way where they wrote a check. They wrote a check for me. They didn't even want it to go through the system. They wrote a check and they still tipped me $200 on the actual ticket. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel like blessings happen for you. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be, you know what I mean, stepping over people to get to where you're trying to go. This lighting. And that's why you always gonna win. That's why the blessings always land in your lap. Because you vibrate on purity. You give from genuineness. And it always returns to you. I ain't even stepped into these cars yet. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you so much. My OGs, y'all already know I love y'all. But yeah, that was a story. And I like telling the stories. I think I might start telling more of the stories that be going on because I be having so much that can resonate into these readings. But I be like, I don't think they really want to hear the stories that I have to say. But then something was just on my heart. So if y'all like these stories that I can resonate with these readings, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to hear more of these stories. Because when I tell you, your girl got a lot. Your girl got a lot of stories that I can tell y'all. And I love it. I really do. Okay, so we had the Three of Cups, but listen, that's why I say you always get the win at the end. Okay. And just like I said with that couple, they just wanted to pour into me. I feel like this is you, and you have people, it could be a small circle where people just want to pour into you. Okay. I'm saying this is you finally cheering to being at the finish line, and you're draped up. Okay. You're happy. You're feeling so fulfilled because you did it the right way. Okay. You becoming a homeowner, honey, don't look at what social media is posting. You will get there. All right. People are not buying homes until they're like in their late 30s, 40s, 50s. You have time. Okay. That business you want to thrive, you have time. As long as you get up every day and you aim for that and you already claim the success, it's going to happen. And it's going to come in the most random ways where you're not even going to know when. Okay, look at that. This Empress. You have so much of spiritual gifts over yourself, my love. So many spiritual gifts over yourself. You can really feel psychic. You can know when energies is shifting. And I feel like you have this power because that's what's navigating you through this life. Okay. Just like I said with that story, when I prayed, something told me to just really pray before I walked in that day, not knowing what was going on. I didn't even know that was going to happen. And it was a couple, two people. Who expect to get tipped $1,200 from two people? You just never know who watching you, and you never know who needs your angelic presence. Okay. And when I tell you I will speak, and I always speak life into people, I don't care what it is. I just do. It really makes me happy to see that I could put a smile on somebody else's face. And the lady, she really just, I could tell she needed that. After talking to her for some good time, her husband was so nice, you know. I need to check on them actually. But yeah, they told me that they own like franchises around, and I was just like, so I was like, dang, you just never know who you're talking to. Just never know. But yes, and I feel like with your abilities to see people and to read people, that too opens up a lot of opportunities for you. So that's why I'm like, you never know who you talking to. You want to go open up that new business, you want to go and be that homeowner, you want to go and get that new car, you go ahead and do it. Because I got a story about that too. One time I was in need of a car, and one of the girls that I had worked with before, she had remembered, again, your spirit speaks volumes. Your spirit is like your face card, literally. When people don't remember a lot of things, but they remember how you made them feel. That's for somebody, okay? And I feel like you leave people feeling so good. You leave people feeling so hopeful. You definitely have an angelic presence about yourself, who I'm talking to, okay? But yeah, I had told to her, and at the time, credit was not all that. Okay. But she was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I get you into this car. She overly extended. She came and picked me up from my house to come. And listen, even like her boss was like, you finna go pick her up? She was like, yeah, man, like something about her. I want to bless her. And she went outside her way. She drove me to go to the checking cash place to make sure I get my deposit. Overly extended so I can be blessed. And let me tell you, I was offered a situation to do something, and I was like, no, thank you. What do you think this is? Because I don't care what I'm going through. I'm not finna, no, you ain't finna catch me like that now. Okay? I just like it just gonna have to come the way the universe wanted to come. And I just feel like somebody needs to hear that. Okay? We had the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, your stability, those blessings always fall to you. Okay? You don't have to overwork yourself. You can be at ease. Okay? I'm hearing somebody to understand that resting is a part of your journey to your success. Because a lot of times when you overly trying to be productive, or if you overly trying to achieve things, you can burn out your frequency. Okay? You can lower your vibration because you're starting to operate in survival mode instead of creation, instead of like that third eye, that crown chakra, where you're connected to the higher source. Okay, that's for somebody. All righty. I adore you. I love you. I don't know why I just wanted to say that. Maybe somebody just needed to hear that. I'm sending you a big hug. Okay, somebody needs to hear that. Yes, Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you are not behind. A lot of people are. What's that quote? He or she is so rich that they don't even know that they're poor. They are so rich that they are poor. Okay? A lot of people can look like they have the material world. It can look so pretty on the outside, but my love, it can look so ugly in the inside when they're behind them closed doors. And behind your closed doors, you actually can still smile when you look in that mirror. I want you to know that you are so special. Okay? You are so supported. You are so loved. Okay? I'm hearing you don't even need a big crowd to tell you that. You just need a small circle. All righty? That's for somebody. I adore you. Make sure this mic still on. Y'all already know. Y'all already know me and this mic be going at it. Okay? I'm also hearing don't rush to find fun when you're bored. That's in the times where a lot of your stillness, a lot of ideas, that's a time where that quiet space is when God, universe, angel, ancestors are trying to speak to you. Okay? That's definitely coming through for somebody. I'm getting Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, and I'm also getting Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy as well. A lot of grounding work, okay? A lot of water work as well. All right. I'm also hearing to tell somebody to put a glass of water by your bed today. Ask it a question. Ask it a question or speak everything positive into that. And then in the morning, drink it. Okay? That's coming through for somebody, all righty? But yeah, whole new perspective. Okay? I love the way that you think. And people love the way that you think. I'm really feeling like you are very like a breath of fresh air. You are like somebody that just gives this new hopeful of like people into this world. I'm hearing people don't talk like you, they don't think like you. Okay, you're very different. Alrighty, that's definitely coming through. People can sense that off you. They can sense that you're different from the rest of this world. Alrighty. Listen, results definitely comes in for you. And I'm just getting like you have a lot of patience, but I'm sensing that you had to learn this patience along the way. It's definitely coming through. Okay. But when I tell you, you got this. And if you are looking for a personal reading, you can check the description below, or you can go to my channel bio and there's a link located there. Okay. If you are looking for a personal reading, I adore you so much. Okay. But yeah. Those guidance that you're seeking, my love, is always seeking you. That's coming through for somebody. We have the judgment and we have the moon. Okay. And we have the 10 of pentacles. I'm telling you, communication to starting a new life for you, to starting those new blessings to fall for you. Okay. I'm hearing somebody rising in stability. Okay. It's definitely coming through. People wanting to work with you, wanting to pour into you just because of who you simply are. They don't need you to do anything. I'm also hearing you had to probably always be that person. Ooh. I was going to say before, because y'all, my mind, I got ADHD, but my mind be racing. But oh my God, what was I about to say? You could have been one of those people that felt like you had to overly give, or when someone wants to pour into you, you're like, okay, so what do I got to do to say thank you or to show my appreciation? I'm getting that people just want to do it without nothing in return. Okay. And then look what came. The Two of Cups. Like I said, somebody wants to just pour into you. This definitely is giving like a soulmate connection, a new connection with love, or just in friendship, partnership is definitely coming through for you. Okay. But listen, a lot of people are fighting behind closed doors, but you are not. You are the one that is standing still. Okay. A lot of people have to fight with themselves because they're not happy. But on the outside, it looks like they are living in glory. Okay. So that's coming through for somebody. Listen, what I said, you have been patient. Okay. You moving with purpose. All right. That's why everything is working out in your favor. Whatever it is that you want, please already declare over your life, because it's already destined to work out in your favor. It's already destined to work out in your favor. And then we had the Page of Cups and we had the Knight of Swords. I'm telling you, people can't persuade you to feel like you're not worthy of this blessing, of this new life that you're seeking for yourself. People can't persuade you to act out of character. No matter what they try to trigger you with, it won't win. It won't. You're always going to reach your destination. You're right on time. Those opportunities are happening right when they're supposed to. Okay? I'm telling you, you've been through enough. You've been through enough. Now it's time. Continue to move forward. Don't look back. That's definitely coming through. Don't look back. 111, 444 is coming through. Okay. 222 is definitely coming through. Balance. Somebody needs to keep a balance within themselves, with their job, a balance between home and work. Okay. That's definitely coming through. A balance with working, but also pouring back into yourself. That's definitely coming through. Transformation. All right, things are transitioning, that butterfly effect. All righty, you're no longer that caterpillar, honey. You are expanding your wings. And I know at times people have different paths and their speeds are at different speeds. Okay. So it's probably at times where you like, dang, when am I going to be able to break out of this cocoon? Because I'm definitely hearing that some of you have been in the isolation season for a while, and you're ready to break free. But I'm hearing that you're cracking open. Your cocoon is cracking open, my love. Your every day, your wings are getting stronger and stronger. That's definitely what I'm hearing. That's for somebody. Okay. Trust the timing. Trust whatever is happening in your life. Trust it. Yep. Have faith in the unseen. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. Let go of the need of control. And a lot of those times where those people, I was saying, how they're trying to get over on people, it's because they're trying to control that whole narrative. Sometimes you just have to let God, universe, spirit, God, like let it flow. Let them do what they got to do for you. Okay, they know what's best. They know what it is that you are deserving of, because trust me, they want the best for you. And when you're trying to control your outcomes, you can kind of get caught up in things that you didn't even need to be caught up in. Okay, I definitely can resonate with that. I definitely can. I have been through things where I try to control a situation, or I try to move too quick on my feet. And Lord, I don't want to say regret, but I paid for it. Okay. But I'm also a person that I take full accountability. And I'm sensing that you are too, somebody that take full accountability. Okay. And I'm also getting like somebody saying, I made this bed and I had to lay in it. That's definitely coming through. I know that was random, but okay. And I'm yeah, I can resonate with that too. Because I definitely would say, I made this bed, I laid in it. Okay. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fluff these pillows. I'm gonna make sure I got some 1,000 spread sheets on this thing. Okay. Got me a real nice comforter on this bed that I made for myself. Okay. You are definitely somebody that know how to turn your pain into power. You're definitely somebody that is very optimistic. You know how to see the cup half full versus it being half empty. Okay. You know how to just want to see the positive outlook on things. You can be very solution based. Okay. I'm definitely getting that. Alrighty. Whew. I absolutely love it. Let's see what angel whispers we got for you today. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got 333 and we got 1414. Potential and possibilities. Okay. A lot of times we can feel like we are behind because we know what we are capable of and it hasn't happened, or the opportunity just hasn't presented itself yet. But I'm just seeing somebody like practicing and getting better at what they're good at. You have the potential. Just because it hasn't happened right now doesn't mean it's not going to unfold for you. Okay, it just want it to be correct, and it just wants you to be ready. Or you can go out there and control the narrative yourself, and then you know. But I do feel like somebody trusts so much in their faith. They trust. Okay, you have the potential. All right, and there's so many different possibilities and opportunities that is literally about to knock on your door. If you haven't experienced it already, I really already feel like some of you are experiencing opportunities literally at your front door. Okay, we're gonna do one more card, one more. Celebrate small wins. Progress is progress. That's for somebody. Okay, I feel like that goes along with that potential, that 333. All right. Drink water. Hydrate first. All right. Everything else, the crisis can come later. Take better care of yourself. Get that sleep. Get that rest. You're not behind, my love. You're right on time. Alrighty. I adore you. I love you so, so, so much. You already know I'm Aries Bentley. I'm cheering for you. The universe is definitely cheering for you. And yeah, I will see you very, very soon. Okay. And yes, like I said, if you want that reading, please go to my description or go to my bio. And I'll see you very, very soon.